Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Easter Monday. Can see Joy Special Waiting and Special Ability Learning. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. I'll just be singing a song until we get more people in the house. I'll sing a song that came to mind today. Lord, no. Lord, the light of your love is shining in the midst of the darkness shining. Jesus, light of the world, shine upon us. Set us free by the truth you now bring us. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with your Father's glory. Bless, Spirit, bless. Set our hearts on fire. Bless, Spirit, bless. Flood the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. Lord, I come to your awesome presence. From the shadows into your radiance. By the blood I may enter your brightness. Search me, try me, consume all my darkness. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with thy Father's glory. Bless, Spirit, bless. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river, flow. Flow the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. Tessie's Hot Kitchen. You're very welcome. Happy Easter to you, my dear. Happy Easter to you. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for coming. As we gaze on your kingly brightness, so our faces display your likeness, ever changing from glory to glory. Mirrored here, may our life tell your story. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with your Father's glory. Bless, Spirit, bless. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river, flow. Flow the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. Hello, everyone, come in and join us on this special live stream today as we welcome the month of April and thank God for making it possible for us to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone, welcome in, welcome in. And if you're able to share the live stream out, I will appreciate that so that we can get more people in the house. I know some people were waiting before, say waiting thumb up, but I think they become busy again. Today's live stream will not be too long. We're going to discuss some important things, as the thumbnail states, and then that will be it. I'm not going to spend too much time today, but we have important discussion, something important to talk about. Hello, Illusion Space Abdul. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Okay. I appreciate you being here. We'll just be singing while we wait for more people to come in. Okay. How are you, Illusion? How are you doing? Hope you're okay? Hope you're okay. You're doing great. I know that you're a Muslim. You don't celebrate Easter, but we still have to say Happy Easter to you. We all are one. Thank you for coming. It's all my beautiful comments. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Illusion, I hope your YouTube channel takes up nicely. I'll be supporting you as much as I can. We have been away during this Easter break. We went away on Thursday. We only just came back yesterday. People to see what this queen is up to. Goga, you're welcome. Yes, it's just because I didn't do my live stream yesterday, and there was something important we needed to discuss today. So I decided to come live today. It's going to be a short live. We are going to discuss something important that is going on. And yes, I'm just waiting for more people to come in. So stop peeping. Come in properly and don't peep. I never saw you yesterday. No, I wasn't on yesterday. I did put that in my community. So my community knew. That I will not be there yesterday because we are away in Scotland. We came back from Scotland yesterday evening. And obviously today being bank holiday, I'm not working. So that's why I decided to do it a little bit earlier than my normal 4 p.m. UK time. I decided to do this earlier so we can maybe by that 4 p.m. we've already finished so I can relax for tomorrow, which is a work day. So thank you for coming, Goga. I appreciate. I'll just be singing song until we wait for more people to come in. Please share me out, those of you who are here, if you can, so we can get more people in, because the discussion today, whether you've already had children or you don't, it's a very important discussion, and whether you live in the diaspora or not, it will help everyone. But there are things happening in the diaspora that come to my attention, and I thought that we need to share this out to help ourselves and to help others. That's the idea of the live stream today. And on Sunday, I'll still have my live stream on Sunday, and it's going to be on the same Ifechi Health and Wellness, because somebody has pulled my leg by asking me, Mami Ifechi, you do health and wellness in this channel, and you've been talking about our physical health, our mental health, and so on. How about our sexual health? I'm like, hey, these people won't kill me. Oh, you want me to talk about sexual health? Okay. So when I spoke with Daddy, let me share. Please share. Go, I appreciate that. So when I spoke to Daddy about this, he said, of course, sexual health is fine to discuss as well, because it's all part of the body. You can't just discuss mental health, physical health, and leave that one, because sexual health is a big issue. So on Sunday, we are going to go a little bit freaky on this channel and talk about that, based on, because you have to listen to your audience. It's not about what you want, it's about what the audience want. So they want me to talk about sexual health, and we're going to do that on Sunday, because I've already planned this one today to be about mental health and mainly to do with our children. So that's why we're here today. Let me sing more song while we wait for others to come in. From heaven you came, helpless babe. Enter the world, a glory veil, not to be served, but to serve, and give your life that we might live. This is our God, our servant King. He calls us now to follow Him, to bring our lives as a daily offering of worship to the servant King. I think I need to open this window. Trying to open the window. It's not opening anyway. Has any of you noticed my top? Have you noticed my top? My brand top. Oh my God. Yes. Come in, my people. Let's talk. This is an important discussion. I know you're all busy today, bank holiday, doing various things. But I would like to have as many people as possible. But if not, obviously, people can always replay. So that's not a problem. People can always replay. Okay. Let me play a song. Let me play something to be singing while we're waiting. So today, 1st of April, is always a day I remember with some deep thoughts, because today, 24 years ago, I lost my immediate junior sister. So it's always with mixed feelings each time we enter the month of April. Shared. Thank you so much, Tessie, for sharing. Thank you, Goga, for sharing. As I say, people must be very busy today, but it's okay. And we can talk once we get few more people in the house. We'll start, and then people can always replay, because that's what I do with some people's live stream. I always replay. Okay, let's see. Let me just play some of these songs, because they are not copyright. So I'll just play some of this song, and as we wait. I'm trying to look for it. Thank you for sharing. 535 pounds. Just be singing some songs while we are waiting for more people to join us. As I say, I think people are so busy today, but this live stream will go on and then they can replay. This is the Igbo worship song. All we say is just worship. I know you don't understand what you say, but we are just it's a praise song, praise worship song. Thank you, Nina. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody who can share, please share for me. We have an important discussion today. I want to have at least few more people in the house, then we can go into the discussion. I want it to be interactive as well. We don't own ourselves. His mercy is sufficient. That's what the song is saying. We don't own ourselves at all. God's mercy is sufficient for us. That's exactly what he's saying. His grace is enough for us. Today is the 1st of April, the first day of the 4th month of the year 2024. And we are so grateful to God. We thank God so much. So you're very welcome, everyone. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you. So we have to welcome into the month of April. We have to thank God. See my top. We went to Scotland over this weekend, and this was gifted to us by my first nephew. Very kind of him. We went there, and he said, "I've got something for both of you." He gave us two different colors. So, yeah, I was very thoughtful of him. So I've told him, now that you've started, you will finish. You're going to get the t-shirts, because this is summertime now. You're going to get them in t-shirt form as well. And he said, no problem. Happy Easter, everyone. I hope you all had a good one. Just praising God. We have enough to praise Him. That we are alive today. It's enough for us to praise and worship Him. You just say that if you look around, you see something that you will praise God for. That's basically what the song is saying. Share. Thank you so much, Nina, for sharing. Thank you. Let's just wait a little bit more. We have a very important discussion today. But yeah, Goga, I'm sure Goga is fine. Goga is always active. I saw him earlier on his live, but as I was coming in, he was finishing when I was getting ready to start mine. So Goga is very active, very supportive. He's always around. Thank you everyone for sharing. Loving the teacher. Thank you. Thank you. As I said, it's my first nephew that gifted this, but we've been aware. So he did the YouTube blog on it. He did. We are in Scotland. We came back yesterday, so he gifted this to us. We can't praise God enough. Once we have a life and we are breathing, no matter what it is that we are passing through, thank God that we are passing through. We are not stuck there. We are passing through. People will say, you don't know what I'm passing through. I'm like, wow, thank God that you say that you're passing through. You're not there. You're not stagnant there. You're passing through. And you are going to see the other end smiling. Your hair is covering the name. Because this hair, go away. How dare you cover the name? What kind of nonsense? Is it better? Is it better, Nina? That's better. If this hair comes over here again to cover my award-winning top, how can the hair be covering it? I want people to see. This is Ifechi family. I know we are on Ifechi Health and Wellness today, but you know, Ifechi family gave birth to Ifechi Health and Wellness. So, on Sunday, we are going to wear the different colors for Ifechi. Next Sunday, I think we're going to still do Ifechi Health and Wellness. So we're going to wear the other color next Sunday, just to showcase the gift from my nephew. He's just saying that it's the name of God that we are all gathered, and in the name of God, all knees shall bow. That's all he's saying. Jesus, Juliet, you're welcome. I'm trying to interpret what the song is saying. That is in the name of God that we are all gathered here. And in the name of God, only shall bow. That's what the song is saying. No, this is coming again, Mila. Go away. Don't cover my talk. You are all seeing the top, yeah? Yes, so Jesus, the blood of Jesus, the name of Jesus conquereth all. You love this t-shirt. Thank you, my dear. You love this. Because before, my hair was covering it. Amina told me that they can't see it properly. So I have to tell the hair to go back where it belongs, where it should be, at the back. So you can see my top. There is a gift that we got over this weekend when we went away. Who will tell me not to praise God? That's what he's saying. Who is that person that will tell me not to praise God or tell us not to praise God? Nobody. So make the thing enter. Yes, so I have gotten an idea. I will make sure this for myself. Yes, a white t-shirt. Yes, I've actually asked for t-shirts. No, this one is long sleeve and it's quite warm, and the weather is changing here in the UK. So I've asked for the short sleeve and lighter ones for the summer. So if I'm doing my live stream now, I won't bother What am I going to wear? How am I going to dress? So I've got some for, I've ordered, asking to order some for Ifechi Health and Wellness and Ifechi Family. So my live stream and some of my sit-down videos. And sometimes when I go out even, I'll wear it to advertise myself. And people may ask, oh, what is that? And I'm like, that's my YouTube channel. We have to advertise ourselves, advertise your brand. And if brands are not looking for you, start looking for them. For this idea, yes, a good idea. Just do one. It's online. Just tell them what you want online, and you get some any color you want. Whenever His holy name, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Father, man of war. Mercies and your forever and ever. Yes, so mommy, you stand small. As you stand up, you want me to stand? I don't know what you mean by you stand small. Tell me, do you want me to stand up? Okay, so I can do shakara well. All right, is that what you mean? Mwano. And you can see the t-shirt well. See. You can see this year is coming again, no? Okay, what's wrong with you? So wait. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I will go to area 10 in Abuja and make it. I don't have to order. Oh, of course, you are in Nigeria. In fact, that's what I'll do next time. This one I'm ordering here. If I tell you how much he paid for this one, the t-shirt, if I tell you how much they cost, you use that money to buy 6 pairs in Nigeria. That's a good idea. I'm going to ask them to do it for me from over there, actually. Yeah, it's better to do it from Nigeria. Good idea. I'm going to ask them to do it from Nigeria because doing it online here, the money that was paid for this one, if you hear the money, you'll be surprised. But if you want me to stand, I'm standing now. Goga also wants me to stand. I'm standing now. And the thing is too big, but it's okay. I think we're going to start this discussion, to be quite honest, because I don't want us to. Yeah, Juliet, thank you. In fact, I may contract you to get some because I know somebody who's coming from Nigeria soon. So, or I can ask the person to make some for me. Yeah, it's cheaper to do it from Nigeria. Wasting money here. If I tell you how much one of these costs, you'll be like, eh? So yeah, and I'm sure Nigeria, if you want good quality, you can just tell them the quality stage by stage, the quality you want. That's a good idea. I'm not ordering any more from here. I'm going to get them from Nigeria. But we'll have to showcase our business. This is business, you know. So we have to showcase our business. I've got this hair. Let me see if I can tie it. Let me see if I can tie it right back. Because it's preventing me from showcasing my hair, my top. Let me tie it back a bit. Stay at the back where you belong. This hair. Stay. So people can see my t-shirt. Let me sit up a bit. That's better. Okay. Make me see. Yes, the hair should go. Make me see. What is this? Oh, Tessie Tony, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. As you want hide the beauty. Can you imagine? It's the hair, so I've tied it back. It won't disturb again. It won't hide the beauty of this top. It won't hide the beauty again. So As all of you who are familiar to this channel, you know, as we do it, it's not only when we do live stream on Sundays that we pray. Each time we do live stream, once we have a few people in the house, we do a quick prayer before we can talk. But what we're going to discuss today will be, it's very important. And as I said before, for some of you who are coming in now, I mentioned that today, the 1st of April, is always it used to be, let me use the word, it used to be a very, very emotional time for me. The 1st of April used to be very emotional time for me because on the 1st of April, exactly 24 years today, I lost my immediate junior sister during childbirth of her 4th child. So it's just a day that each time I remember the 1st of April, I remember it with so much sadness in the past. And I was like that for years after that. That happened in the year 2000. And when I heard the story, I was like, you know, if people do April Fool, I'm like, which I don't believe in April Fool, but I'm like, you know, is this April Fool? And if it is a serious one, you don't do April Fool with something like this. And lo and behold, it wasn't April Fool, it was real. That my sister that I was speaking with, and she was expecting her 4th child, because I've already had my 4th child as well. And because we are very close. You know, I have 5 sisters, but we are very, very close, you know. So I was chatting with her like a week before, and we're just making fun jokes because I had 4 sons and she's had 3 sons and she's expecting her 4th one. And she said to me, I'm not going to follow you. I know I've been following you in everything. We went to the same secondary school. We went to the same this, everything. We do everything together. And she said, we do everything together. You see, and we are both from Anambra, and we both married in Imo State. So we're so close. We did everything together. We're just like twins, even though I'm 2 years older. So after speaking with her, we talked about the whole thing. I wanted her to even come to UK to have that baby because of her history of CS. And but she said, no, I'll be fine. I've had all that today here and all the rest of it. Anyway, only to be told on the 1st of April of the year 2000, when the millennium started. That was how I started my own millennium. I'm like, excuse me, you know, just. My husband thought he was going to lose me as well. He has never seen me like that in his life, you know. Did you love the top? Yeah, he's never seen me like that before. So, but yeah. So for many years, it was very hard for me. The fact that I can talk about it now and smile shows that I have definitely healed. I've already been healed, because even as a few years ago, even though it's 24 years today, and the baby is there, Solace. His name is Solace. Obviously, another boy, because she said to me, I'm not going to, because that time there was no, you know, there's no investigation to know whether it's a boy or a girl. You know, so she said, I'm not going to follow you this time to have another boy. This is going to be a girl. I'm like, great. I said, let it be a girl so we can share. So sometimes she'll come and live here with me. Sometimes she'll go and, you know, we're just making jokes. And then one thing led to the other. Baby was born, baby alive and well till today. It's my sister gone. But one thing that has consoled me over the years is that she died in the Lord. She passed away in the Lord, knowing God so well. At that age of 37, she knew her God. There's nothing she was talking about like than, you know, God, what God wants her to do on earth. And at that young age of 37, she was already a PhD holder. So she passed away as Dr. Mrs. That's why I say to people, you know, in this life, we struggle about this. I want to be this, and give me my title, this and that. My sister was a PhD holder by the time she passed away at the tender age of 37, having her 4th baby. Now, if that did not teach anybody lesson, that taught me a lot of lesson. And you know what? This person you're seeing now and the way I do things and I behave and everything, yes, I've always been like that. But that year, the year 2000, 1st of April, taught me a lesson and my life changed a lot. And I knew that this life, that's why when I look at people on this YouTube and they're having buzzwords, they're doing this, I'll do this to you. If you see what I'll do to you, I'm like, sorry? Do you know what's going to happen the next day? As I say, I spoke with her a few days, not even a week, few days before, and now I have to get news. Somebody go, I don't want even to want to go there, but what I'm trying to say, yeah, that was very young. But sometimes our way is not God's way, and his way is not our way, because at that young age of 37, we may think that is too young. But to God and to her, maybe she's done what God brought her to do. I'm not saying this. That time, if anybody says this to me, I fight the person. I'll tell the person off. What do you mean she's done what God wants her to do? What has she done? There's a baby there now. Who's going to breastfeed that baby? There's a baby. There are other 3 children who are very young. Who is going to look after them? They're telling me that she's done what she's got to do. Who does what they want to do at 37? Don't even go there with me then. But look at me, I'm the one saying that now. Time heals, and when you see life and you question, we can't question God. We can't question God. He knows everything. And that's why anytime the life we have, I know this is not part of the discussion today, but because it's the 1st of April, I needed to tell you this little story about my immediate junior sister, just to tell you that this life is nothing. So when somebody says that, oh, they want it, give it to them and leave them alone, because this life is too short. Let us be running our race and be preserving our souls, because I know I'm going to meet my sister again. I've seen her in dreams a few times. Initially, after the first few years, I always see her in the dream, and she was so happy. She will be so happy. I've never seen her crying or worrying. That's why I have to wipe out my tears, because each time I see her in my dream, she's happy. She'll be running to me to come and hug me, and then I'll wake up and it's a dream. So because of that, I was consoled, because nobody, including my beloved husband, could console me. I refused to eat because I said, oh, my sister is not eating. Why will I eat? Yeah, she's not. As I said, I have other sisters, but we are just like 5 and 6, I wouldn't eat. I wouldn't do anything because she's not doing it. I'm like, my husband is like, she's not doing it because she's not here. I said, so where is she then? So it was difficult for me to understand. But yes, life is nothing. Life is completely nothing. And time has actually healed me, that I can tell this story. Up to a few years ago, I can't talk about this without shedding tears. But now I talk about it and I smile, because I know where she is and I know where I'm heading to. This is not part of the discussion today, but let me just use the opportunity to tell us, please, whatever it is that you're struggling with or that people have done to you, forgive them. Forgive them and move on. Work for your soul, because it's no longer by age. It's no longer by age. If it's by age, I wouldn't expect anything to happen to my sister at the age of 37. No, she's just starting her life. She just had her 4th baby. So she just started. Now some of her children, so she became grandma before me. Some of her sons got married before mine. And she's got a few grandchildren, So, but she's not here for them. So what are we struggling for? Why are we complaining? If I do what I'll do to you, you know who I am. Who are you? You are dust. When I hear people say you don't know who I am, I laugh, because they don't actually know who they are. I just laugh. You don't know who you are, truly. If you have to open your mouth and say, do you know who I am? And people use that word all the time. Our times are in his hands. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, our Father, we thank you for today. Today is the 1st of April. I've just told this little story of my immediate junior sister that passed 24 years today at the tender age of 37. To us, it was a tender age, but to you, you know what happened that day. So we thank you for her children, because we don't pray for the dead, we pray for the living. So I thank you for her children, the grandchildren, and her husband. And we pray for each and every one of us, me, herself, her sibling, and my other sisters and brothers, that you continue to, console us as we look happily to the day when we're going to meet her. I pray for the live stream. We're going to start a very important discussion now. something that has happened over or been happening, and I received a particular DM that made me to want to talk about this issue today, about mental health. And the mental health will be to do with our children, and we have a lot of points to raise here today. So I pray, Lord, that you be with me as I talk, and other people that will come on the stage here with me to share their own ideas or to have an input, because I want it to be very interactive. I pray that you be with us. Those who are going to still join us, those who are going to replay the live stream, those who are going to replay this live stream by sharing it with other people, that everybody will get something tangible that they will go home with after this live stream today. And as we continue to look after ourselves and look after our children, especially in this diaspora. And we're going to go into the discussion now, Lord. Thank you once again for making it possible for us to enter the month of April, the 4th month of this year, 2024. We are so grateful. Thank you for answered prayer. Thank you for everything. For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. And thank you for being with me and Daddy. We went to Scotland on Thursday. We came back yesterday evening. That's why I did not do my live stream yesterday. And you took us there and back safe. Scotland from where we are is about 5.5 hours to 6 hours drive. And we drove down and you brought us back safe. We thank you so much. Thank you for everybody here and their families. Whatever issues they have, whatever it is that they're going through, Father, thank you that they're going through. They're going to come out of that end smiling, whatever the situation is. We hand over everything to you, Lord, and pray that our discussion now will be chaired by you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. For in Jesus' name I've prayed. Amen. 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 People who came in when we are praying. Yes, I can see Yemzi's variety. Thank you so much for coming. Please, as you can, share this video out, because I would like as many people as possible to be here. And I would like, if you can, to this to be interactive, because whether you have children at the moment or you don't, this will benefit you. You can use it to advise others who need this video, because we're going to go into very important thing that happened. I'm going to use what happened in the UK recently as a guide, and then something else. In fact, there was something else that somebody shared with me recently as well that gave me the chills. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So all those we're going to use to discuss today. So for those of you who came in when I was praying, you're very welcome. Blessed, you're welcome. Yemsis, you're welcome. Annie's Insight, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Oh, Herald of Mary, thank you so much for coming. You've done a thumb up. Thank you. Please share me out if you can. I will appreciate you so much. I don't normally do live stream on Mondays, so no wonder not a lot of people here, but it's okay. The number, how many of us here, if we get it, I think a lot of people have got it. Love your polo. Thank you. I have to show it out and show it to people properly, because my hair was all over the place covering it, and Mena told me, so I have to take the hair where it belongs, so my polo, my top can show properly. You see, Annie came in and she saw it. If it was before that my hair was covering it, you may not even understand what I was wearing, but now you saw it. And other people who came in, they can see what I'm wearing. Yes, thank you. Shared. Thank you so much for all of you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Yes. So, what actually happened? Whether you live in the UK or not, I'm going to use the UK more because that's where share done. Thank you so much, Blessed. Thank you for Herald of Mary for sharing. Thank you, all of you, for sharing. What happened in the UK? Most of you would have seen that video that flew around. I'm going to use that as one point, and there's other things I'm going to use as a different point for what I want to talk about: mental health in children. Yeah, because I've spoken with a lot of people as well they are either going through themselves or adults who are telling me about how things are happening with the children. Because sometimes when children complain about certain things, we are like, oh, go and why are you behaving like that? Go and fight them. Go and deal with it. No, we have to do better as parents. So let me bring the one that happened recently in the UK. I'm sure some of you would have seen that video. And I didn't want to do a sit-down video about that, because sit-down video will not give me what I want from that video. Because I don't like my sit-down video to be long. So I thought I'll bring it up here. Let us share and discuss, because that thing that happened led to something else I heard. That's why I want to connect the two together. And that was the video of, if you saw, when I started telling the story, if you saw that video, just give me a thumb up, just to say that you saw the video, so I know how many people that have seen that video. That's a boy. Apparently, later on, I heard that the boy is from Uganda, came into the UK after a few months, 5 months, and then he had his school uniform on. He was coming back from school or going to school, I don't know which one, but he has his school uniform and his school bag on. And then we could only see two, but there apparently were 4 of them. But in that video, we could only see 2 white boys who were just taunting him and telling him, and he wanted to walk away. They punched him and asked him to wait, and the other one said to kiss his foot. They said to him to kiss his foot, and the boy was like looking around. You can see him looking around. It's like, who, yes, okay, thank you so much for everyone for sharing. And the boy was just looking around. These are people that are older, looking at them. The 2 we could see on the video, they are older, but you can hear other people's voices there. And they said to kiss his foot. And the boy initially hesitated and was looking around, sort of looking for help, but there was nobody. And he did something that, if I see that boy, I'll shake his hand, although some people have a different opinion. So what he did was, he bent down and kissed his foot, or the top of his shoes, and that was how they left him to go. In some of the comment sections of people who shared that video, people were like, that's why you have to teach your children self-defense. That's how you have to teach your children karate. Take them to karate class. Take them to do this and the next thing. And I'm like, really? What are we talking about? Even if it's one-on-one, I wouldn't even advise that. Never mind when there are, at least we could see 2 and we could hear the voices of the other ones laughing and cheering them on. So, and apparently when they were arrested, there were 4 of them, according to the news. And people were saying, why I want to bring this up is that if any parent here, whether in Nigeria, whether in Africa, any part of the world, whether in UK, where you are, please, in situations like that, that is not when you have to be telling your children off. Why did you not fight them? Next time, if you go out and anybody does that to you, do this or do that to them. No, because if that boy had tried to flee or to do whatever some people were suggesting that he should do, today, what we'll be saying is condolences to the parents. And that is it. I've been here for a long time, and I know. Remember Damilola Taylor? Damilola Taylor was minding his business. That was years and years ago. Oh, and incidentally, I don't know how many of you have been in the UK for long to remember Damilola Taylor's story. It was a big news here in the UK. A young boy that came from Nigeria because her sister was unwell, and they came here for better life. And it didn't take long. He was walking back from school, minding his own business. He was attacked with a broken bottle. They severed his artery. He bled to death. Now, people were saying to that boy, you shouldn't have done that, you should have done that, you should have confronted them. No, what he did was the best thing. There's something that's Igbo adage that says, Isiana, meaning when you bend down for somebody, you don't remain there. You still get up. When he bent down to kiss that person's shoes or feet or foot, but he did not remain there. He got up. So there was no need for people have been suggesting for that boy. I thought I need to share this for people with young children. The best thing to do was what that boy did. He did what they wanted him to do, and they let him go. And today, he's still alive to tell the story. And the police were involved, and those people were in their custody. I don't know what they will do with them. But to be quite honest with you, here in the UK, children, especially when they are under 18 or under 16 or something like that, that they can be cautioned or wherever, especially when there was no life lost. And thank God for that. There was no life lost, because those kind of people, they are in gang, and they may have, not even may, I'm 100% sure that they have a weapon on them. They have something on them that if that boy had tried to flee, he would have been a different story. It would have been a different story by now, and the parents will be beside themselves. And even if they take them, even if the person's life was lost, here in the UK, the way they will handle it, because they were minors themselves, even though they are older than that child that they were threatening and doing all that kind of thing. It will not carry too much sentence. It will be like, there was one that happened many, many years ago. In fact, I don't know how many of you that will remember this one, because that was when we were in Scotland. And I'm talking about, we were in Scotland 37 years ago. So it's a long time. So most of you may not have heard this story. And that was a boy. I don't forget his name. James Bulger was his name. He went to shop in the Manchester area. He went to shop with his mom. He was only 2 years. 2 years, my people. And some boys, age 9 and 10, you see, only age 9 and 10 were able to do this to a young boy that is 2 years, that they would have taken like their own little brother. Even if he lost, I think he got lost, the baby got lost looking for his mom, and they took him, they lured him away. And at that age, 2 years, maybe they saw bigger boys, they think, oh, maybe, and he followed them, and the rest became history. That boy passed away. What happened to, they carry lives around, Mina, they do. Nobody who was asking that boy to do that thing do not have weapon in their pocket. They carry knives about. So that's why you have to be careful. Don't tell your children to fight back. Instead, if there's anything that they need to notice or to report, they should get all the information they can and then report it and let it be dealt with. At least your child will be alive. So that boy, that was how 2-year-old, it was a big news here in the UK. Who were in Scotland at the time? James Bulger. I don't forget his name. I cried because anything to do with children, my children know me when they were growing up. I think that's why they all decided not to be problematic, because anything that happens in the news, concerning any child, come and see me. That time, and I still do the same. Now come and see me crying. They will say to me, "But mom, you don't even know who they are." I said, "Don't be silly. I know who they are. They are somebody's child. They are somebody." "Yeah, I know, mom, but the way you're crying, you don't even." I'm like, "Please, just leave me alone." So anyway, so they know that I don't, when anything to do with children, I don't joke with it, and it breaks my heart. I cry more than the person in concern. And maybe help them, because when they go out, they're like, "Oh, mom, we're here, or we're there, we're coming late, we're this." So, and same for that as well. But me in particular, but they know I don't want any stories. I pray for them, I lay down hands on them and all the time. However, I was that kind of person, and I'm still that kind of person. Anything to do with children. That's why when there's issue in marriages, and it's just the husband and the wife, not that I don't care, but when there's child or children involved, I care more, because they are innocent of the whole thing. Whatever you're going through in your relationship or your marriage, those children are innocent, and they should not be affected the way some children are being affected today. And that brings me to the topic of today. I think who runs lives to fight another day. Okay, yes, lives to fight another day, exactly. So run, just do whatever they want you to do and go. Don't think that you're being weak by running or by doing what they ask you to do. No. That was the best thing that child did. And the people who were saying, that's why you have to cheat your children. That's why you have to do this to your children. I'm like, you people have no idea. Maybe in other parts of the world, it may work. But here, from what I know, these children who are in gang, they carry things, they have something with them, so you do not fight back. And that brings me to another thing that I want to talk about, and that is a child, and this time a girl here in the UK was being what's the word? You know, sometimes people will say, "Oh, you don't talk about racism." UK YouTube don't like that word, but racism is racism. I don't know if the UK don't, if your YouTube don't like the word, let them flag my this thing. But you have to call it what it is anyway. So, but this one wasn't even racism or whatever. I saw this particular story I'm about to tell because it leads from what happened to that boy to what I'm going to talk about. This young girl who was a teenager as well. I'm saying was because eventually she passed away, but she did not pass away because of anybody using weapon on her or whatever. But let me tell you what happened. That's why we have to be very, very careful. Listen to our children. Don't be too busy for them, and don't um, join to make their lives worse. This girl came back, not even once. Each time she will come back, she will tell the mom, people are making fun of me. They're always calling me fatty. They're using the F word on her, that she's this, look at you, you do this, you smell, you do that. You know how children can be very cruel. Oh my goodness. Children can be very cruel. That's why I always say to parents, please mind what you say in front of your children because they pick these things up. If you say the good ones, they'll pick up. If you say the bad ones, they'll pick up. And that's it. So mind what you say, mind what you do, especially what you say, and not just what you do, because what you do, both works together. But sometimes it is not just telling them things, it's what you do. They watch you. Yes. Yeah, it's not about just what you say. What you do is more important for the child because they look at you, they copy a lot. So going back to this girl, unfortunate, very unfortunate. Parents, please don't be too busy for your children. What kind of money is that? Let that money wait. Concentrate on making sure that these children that God blessed you with are taken care of. Money will come when it will come. If it doesn't come, live your basic life for the rest of the life God gave you. Don't be money-minded and lose either your own soul or the soul of your children. And it's happening a lot, especially here in the UK. It's all about pounds. £1 is 2,000 naira. Hey, every minute they're all over the place looking for that money, neglecting their children. So this particular girl, she'll tell her mom, look at, they're calling me fatty in school, they're calling me this, are doing this. You know what the mom did? On few occasions that she's told her this story, she never supported her. She even joined. I don't want to break down when I'm talking about this particular thing that the mom did because it broke my heart. Nobody. People like that should not have children. And I've always said it. My mates are married. Hey, God, I've spent 2 years already in this marriage and no children. You'll be going helter-skelter, begging for child. And when God blesses you with that child, you think you can do what you like? You think, and that mother today, I heard that her story is so sad herself because she's alive. Her daughter was gone. What happened to the girl? She always tells the mom about these people bullying her, calling her names. The mom turns around and said to her, yes, now, what do you think before? I always tell you not to do this, not to do that. And you're always lazying about, always lying around in your room, eating nonsense. And what do you expect? At least somebody else outside that is telling you. I'm like, excuse me? A mother who, this child was only 15. At that age of 15, where does she have money to buy those rubbish you said that she was eating? Who was feeding her? So a child was being treated like this by outsiders. And then the mother now puts salt to the injury by saying, yes, what do you think? Huh? I've been telling you, you have to do that. Now that all outsiders are telling you that. Who are the outsiders? We're talking about kids, children, being horrible to your child. You're talking about outsiders are telling her and that she should, maybe that would make her to change. I'm like, a mother? That's nothing more, never mind the mother in that woman. And this is what she tells the child. Now, you are out there, people are treating you badly, and then you are looking forward to going to your safety net, which should be your home, and especially your own mom. And the mother join hand, even tells you worse. So that child stopped telling her. So when the woman was being questioned later on, when the child passed, I'll tell you how she passed. She started saying, well, I told her that to make her, I don't know what the word she used, but when she stopped telling me, because they asked her, at what point, after you've been telling her off, did she continue telling you? She said, no, she stopped. And did you ask her what's been going on? No, because I thought that they have stopped. They have stopped calling her the names. But she still didn't lose any weight anyway. She was all continued like that. This is a mother. There are things I don't understand. So this girl went into her shell. Bijoy, you're welcome. I can see you. Let me just continue with this so I don't lose my thought. This girl, 15, age 15, she decided to go into her shell. Sometimes she will go to school, sometimes she will not. Does the mother know that she goes to school sometimes or not? No, because she leaves early in the morning. This is your child that you are saying that you're eating anything you like in your room. Yeah. She's looking for pounds. She's from Nigeria. She'll go before the child wakes up. The child is not the only sibling, but she's the first one. She was the first one. And that brings me to another thing to do with this same family. The two younger ones were sons. The first one is the girl. She expected the girl to be the one to look after the two younger ones while she's working. You may ask me, I'm talking about the mom here. How about the father? I'm coming to that. So, this girl's mental health, hence our topic today, mental health in children. Her mental health declined. She's always in her room. Sometimes she'll pretend that she's getting ready to go to school. Mom will rush out to her work. Father, according to the story, lives with them but does not live with them because he also goes out. Sometimes they give him work that will mean he's outside for 2 weeks at a time and comes back. And the question was, did he actually discuss this with the father? Did he call the father to discuss these things? Yes, from the story she did. But he will say, you're there with your mother now. Why are you disturbing me? No, I'm working. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. Just your mother is there. Talk to her about this. Failed parents. Both of them are not supposed to be locked up. So the girl continued being in her room. Her mom will think that she's in school and she's not. But no, now here in the UK, you can't miss school 1 day, 2 days without any excuse, and they will not flag it up. It was flagged up to the parents that she doesn't attend school. Mom will ask, so what happened? Why are you not here? They said that you didn't come to school today. They said, so you didn't know that your child did not go to school. The school said that you have not been to school 3 days now. Why? What is happening? They start telling her off. Obviously, here you don't joke with these things. Social services got involved and all the rest of it from what she was telling them. But that did not prevent this girl from passing because She was very moody. She's always in her room. Social services got involved. The woman was in trouble, and the husband as well, because that's child abuse, whether directly or indirectly. And the child one day took something and ended it all. Now, these parents, they have two younger children. The family was a mess because Linda, I can see you. Sorry, my dear. I just want to continue with this thing I'm talking about, so I don't lose my chain of thought. But I see you. Thank you. Both parents were in trouble because here nothing goes for nothing. But then a child is gone. They gave reasons for this and this and that. They were in big trouble. So what happened to the other younger ones? You see, it just trickles down. It trickles down because our sister is gone. Our parents are all over the place with the police and social work and all that. There's trouble. So those two went into care because they felt that they cannot look after. How am I going to? They can't look after. I don't know what I'm going to use to qualify what they can't look after. Never mind looking after a child or their own child. So that was what happened with that family. That girl went. Now, how can any mother, anybody for that matter, forgive themselves that this child was complaining to you, telling you what's been going on, and you contributed by being negative and telling her horrible things? Your own child? You are more interested in making money. You're more interested in getting more money for the next Ashiebi. You're more interested in going out there to show off than what your children are going through. I can give you so many instances of children who are suffering from anxiety, from depression, who are on antidepressant medications here in the UK, and mainly our people. Their children are on antidepressant medication because of what we parents are doing, either directly or indirectly affecting these children's mental health. Some of them are being sectioned. And that brings me to, what I say to you people before in one of my videos when we're talking about how they say things here. And I told you people that please, whatever you do, if you have your baby through cesarean section, don't tell them here in the UK that I was sectioned. because you're opening up a different conversation. Because being sectioned here is a big deal. So when you have CS or cesarean section, say that you have cesarean section. Don't say I was sectioned, like our people say. We talked about that before when we are in a laughing mood. Today we're not in a laughing mood. Quite a number of children are being sectioned under the Mental Health Act here in the UK. It's not because they have mental health problem in their families, because back home, in their family, meaning there's madness in their family. No. That is not what's happening at the moment. You see, when we grew up, and even when I raised my children up, or our children up in the 80s and 90s, things have moved on fast. So let me not even talk about me when I grew up, because that's a long time, man. Come on. But let me talk about, because even our own children now, who are in their mid to late 30s, and one that is in his very late 20s, sometimes when things happen, they are like wondering. Our youngest son, who is in his late 20s, he said, what's going on in the world? That wasn't how we were raised up. And I'll laugh. He's only in his late 20s. And he said, that wasn't how we were raised up. That shouldn't be happening. I'm like, yes, son. So just to tell you, yes, I was sectioned. Yes, so Bijo. People will tell you we are sectioned. And I said, we talked about it the last time. Please don't tell them here in the UK or anywhere in the diaspora that you are sectioned, because that's a big deal. They'll ask you when the madness started and what was it, what were you sectioned for? And it's a big issue because they don't use, if you've been sectioned before and you put that in your job application, I was sectioned in 2000 and whatever. The application might, depending on the job you're looking for, they'll give you reason why they wouldn't call you for an interview because they don't know what you are sectioned for. So we have to mind what we say. But going back to the real meaning of section, under the Mental Health Act in the UK, quite a number of our children are sectioned and are in hospital. When you're sectioned, what it means, for those who don't fully understand, what it means is that you are forcefully being admitted in hospital under the mental. That's the only time you can be forcefully be admitted in hospital under the Mental Health Act. If you're suffering from normal illness, for example, let me just give you a little example. If you have what will I use as an example? Anyway, any other kind of medical health illness, and you come to the hospital and they say that this is what you need to do, this is what they need to do for you, and you say, well, I'm sorry, I don't want that. I don't want that treatment. As a matter of fact, I don't want you to admit me, I want to go home. They will not hold you unless you are being sectioned, you are mentally not okay. They can section you. But if you go there, no matter how serious your illness is, so I'm telling you what operates in the UK, and you said, I don't want to be admitted, and I don't want you to give me that injection or that treatment, they'll give you paper to sign. You sign that paper, that's the door. You walk out of that door, but you must sign a paper, because if anything happens to you as soon as you leave that hospital or that environment, they're not responsible because you have signed. And they have to make sure that you are mentally stable at the time you're saying that you don't want treatment or that you don't want to be admitted. They have to make sure that you are mentally stable. For those of you who don't know, I'm a nurse, I'm a midwife. I used to work in hospital as a bedside nurse, but that was years ago. Since 2003, I stopped bedside nursing and I went to become a specialist practitioner in occupational health. So in my job now, I see a lot of some of these things I'm mentioning to you now. So I'm talking to you with experience of what I'm seeing or what I've known back in the days when I used to work in hospital. They will not, if you don't want treatment here, even though the treatment is free, NHS, you don't pay a dime. If up to the antibiotics, up to all the medications, even if it's a morphine, sulfate, that is all these hard drugs that you are going to be prescribed that are expensive, they're all free under the NHS here in the UK. But NHS is no longer what it used to be. When I came to the UK in the mid-80s, NHS, seeing your GP and all those things, that's so easy. In fact, when our children were younger in school, when we are in Scotland, when they're unwell, you call your GP. They do night service. They do night call. Well, if your child is unwell, you just call them. There's GP on call. We are the ones that have enjoyed UK. Now, we enjoyed UK in those days. They'll come home and see your child. If you call, they are out of hours. They call them out of hours. They're on night duty. GPs are on night duty. They'll come to your house. They have all that they need to bring with them. But here in the UK, NHS is still free, but it's not what it used to be. Now you have to wait forever. Some of my clients are telling me that they need MRI scan and they have booked them for September, for October, for MRI scan, that they need to know what is wrong with them. They're giving them appointments for October. And it may come to July or August. They'll tell you, sorry, it's been cancelled. It's going to be in December. That's what's happening now in UK with NHS, National Insurance Scheme. No, okay, what do you mean by National Insurance Scheme? Is that, okay, you have that in Nigeria? Because here is a National Health Service. NHS is National Health Service. That's what it's called here, NHS. So that means that if you go to hospital, you don't pay. If you're on admission, you don't pay. Any treatment that they're giving you, you don't pay. But come and see our peg check, how much national insurance, because they call it national insurance. You have to have NI national insurance to work in the UK. Come and see my pay slip and see the amount of national insurance that they deduct from my pay. Come and see the number of tax they deduct from my pay. And that does not include council tax. That's just tax. I don't know what that tax is for. We still have to pay what they call council tax. We still have to pay whatever. We pay a lot. So when you hear that these things are free, they're not really free. The only way they are free is that everybody gets this free, whether you're a taxpayer or you pay national insurance or not. Because some of these people who don't, who are not working, or who choose not to work because they're getting benefits or whatever, they still get the same free NHS treatment. So that's the difference. But NHS is free, but it's no longer what it used to be. So sorry, I've digressed a little bit. I'm just telling you about section and the fact that if you don't want to be admitted in hospital here in the UK, you can sign the paper and you can walk away from that hospital. But if you don't sign that paper, you are not going to go anywhere. Because if you just sign the paper and walk away, you can claim tomorrow that you told them that you want to go. They say you should go because you didn't sign any paper. So they will make sure that you sign. And if you walk away, they're not going to stop you. For example, you don't want to sign the paper. You don't want to be committed to signing the paper. You walk away. It's not like our place where we say, oh, security, come and hold this patient. He's going. They will leave you to walk away. But they will make a call immediately and say, tell your name, your date of birth, that you did not want treatment, even though your condition is serious, that you did not want treatment, and they wanted you to sign before you go and you refused. They won't touch you. They won't touch you. In our place, it's malhandling. Hey, come here, you must sign paper before you go. Where are you going? They might even start hitting. Here, nobody does that. Everything is done gently. But in paper, they will use the writing on paper to finish you. Yeah, so just have to be very careful what you do in this country. So going back to our discussion today, which is mental health in our children, it's unfortunate that some parents are contributing. Some of them are directly, some of them are indirectly. Some of them are knowingly, and some of them are unknowingly. Because children now, it's not the same like even when I raised mine up. Now, once you shut them down once, they will shut up and leave you. Where is Funke? I don't know where Funke and AA and Spicy. I know Spicy. I know where she is. I know she's, I know that Spicy may not be able to be here, but yeah, it's okay. So, parents are contributing a lot to what is happening to the children. Alarming statistics of number of children who are sectioned under the Mental Health Act here in the UK is alarming. And that's why I want us to talk about this. As parents, please, Ejo, Biko, whichever other language that you speak, please make out time for these children. You will be thanking your God in your older age. You will have peace. They will have peace. They're in the bush. Yes, Goga. Goga, go and call those people in the bush. Goga is here and people are hiding in the bush and he didn't do anything. Goga. People are, when Goga says that in his life, I always laugh. So people are in the bush and then he will say, so the Prime Minister is watching, but they're in the bush. Just give me a thumb up and just remain in the bush. But after some time, come out from the bush and join us. Anyway, let me not digress. So, parents, please, I'm begging you. These children did not ask us to bring them into the world. Do your best to look after them. A lot of them are having mental health issues at the moment. And that is because of things happening out there, but more so, I've dropped the link if anybody wants to come and say something, please. But more so, what is happening at home. You know how you go out there, somebody will do something to you when you are quite a very small, and you'll be like, let me go back, You'll be crying, let me go back and I'll tell my mom, I'll tell my dad, I'll tell them that you did this, that this person did this. You'll be crying and you're going home. You rush home to tell your parents because you think that they can take on the whole world, that your parents will just be there for you. And that who is that person that will touch me? Well, let me go and tell my dad or mom. That's what it should be. But unfortunately, that person that you're crying to go and meet at home is too busy for you. Too busy for what? Money. Money is all well and good, don't get me wrong, but we cannot trade our souls and the souls of our children for money, because we're not going to enjoy that money. People are being distracted by this my t-shirt. I've stood up before and I did shakara with it. Somebody else is saying that she loves my t-shirt now. Thank you. I have a different color. We're going to do a live stream. Before I even forget, I'll be announcing this as we go along. On Sunday, I will start resume a normal live stream. But on Sunday, it's going to be, we don't have Freaky Sunday, but it's going to be Freaky Sunday. Why? Because somebody chatted me and said, Mifechi, in your health and wellness channel, which I enjoy a lot because you tell us what is this, and that. You've told us, you tell us about how to manage, look after our physical health. You talk about mental health like we are talking today. But I want you to talk about sexual health. Hey, is that you want me to talk about sexual health? So I said to Daddy, look at this message. Look at what this person wants me to talk. And then he's like, now. It's not part of the body. It's not part of our life. I will assume that people who are watching you are all over 18. I said, so will you join me? He said, no. I said, will you join me to talk about this sexual health? He said, no, but I know you know what to say. So on Sunday, we are going to be on this channel still. We're going to talk about sexual health, because the person that gave me this idea gave me 2 examples of what is happening. And when we talk about sexual health, I'm talking about a marriage. I don't have any business with unmarried people and their sexual life. I don't have any business with that. I'm talking about, I don't have any business. Let me rephrase it. I have business. After all, I have children who are not yet married, one who are not yet married yet. So I have business with that. But the concentration on Sunday will be amongst married people, because the 2 issues in hand that I want to use as an example are within marriage. So we're going to be talking about sexual health in marriage. Hey, people want me to come and say what I don't want to say here. But we're going to say it. We're going to say it. That is saying that you have to say it because it's part of the body. But I'm not going to go into too much. The basics, especially using 2 scenarios of what came to me, which I think is a very important thing to discuss. So on Sunday, we are going to be on this channel again, talking about sexual health. Hey, I hope Spicy won't be here that day, because she will go there and be asking me what she should not ask and saying what she should not say. And we are going to keep it but straight to the point. So that's on Sunday. But talking about today, mental health in our children. Don't think, people will say, how can a 15-year-old, how can a 30? My people, I've seen 11-year-old on antidepressant medication, 11, here in the UK. Yes, they are quick to prescribe these things. If parents are there for their children, they can become their children's counselor. They can tell them, for example, that girl that passed away, assuming the mom had responded instead of reacting. I've always told you people about responding and reacting in marriages. Let me bring it up on this child that passed away, that she took her life. If her mom had responded to what the girl said, than reacting and adding salt to injury your own daughter, if she had responded by saying, even though she knew that her daughter needs to lose some weight and all that, all that. Yes, 11-year-old. Yes, Annie. Yes, on antidepressant medication, 11. Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to the medication thing that they do in this place. I'll come to that in a minute. But what I'm trying to say, if that mother had responded to her daughter instead of reacting, maybe, only maybe, that girl would have been here today. But she did not. She added salt to an injury. Your own child came and told you in tears what people are saying to her, and you made it worse by telling her, making it worse for her. We have to watch what we say. It's no longer when I was growing up, you go there, run around, play, fight, do this, and this one did this to me, you push, you do that, and then they will come and report, and your mom will, or dad will take you and flog you. Don't do that to that person again, and then you just shrug your shoulder and go until the next fight comes. You go and fight anywhere. After all, when I get home, if they report it to my mom, mom will flog me. It's no longer the case now. It's no longer the case. We have to listen more. Children are more emotional now than when we are growing up. Your mom can flog you, do this. Some people say that their mom uses pepper on them. That one I don't understand though. Is that one part of punishment? Is that some parents use pepper and whatever? No, yeah, no, that one is not, to me. It's gone out of something. It's now something else. But all those things that were done to us, we did not take it against our parents. But one thing I knew that my parents never did was, I'll come and report something. Although I don't report anything. I'm the one. If the person you are seeing here, this person you are seeing here is a reformed person, or forget that thing. That's not what I was growing up. I won't come to my mom to report anything, because they are the one. People will come and report to my mom what I've done to them, because I was a tomboy. Maybe that's why God gave me voice. I was a tomboy growing up. That my sister, I just told you, people who are coming now, you did not hear my story about my junior sister, that today is the 24 years since she passed away on the 1st of April. I used to be her, she always, once she sees me, she's fine, because she knows that, and then when they see me, they will know that they can't mess around with her. That's how close we were. I was a tomboy. It's like when you grow and you start dropping some things, you stop behaving yourself. That's why when I see some people who are adults, grown up, in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, they're still behaving the same way. They can't change who they are. Of course they can. You can change. You can decide to change. The only thing that nobody can change you, but you can change. You can decide to change. I decided to change because, to me, you get to a certain age. When I started having children, I started got married, and I know you have to change. You have to be an adult. But unfortunately, some people continue like that, going. They say that that's who I am. I can't change who I am. Whatever, all to their own. But what I'm trying to say is that we parents, we have to do better. Yes, exactly. That's child abuse. What's that? What's that about with Pepe? It's bad enough to flog me, but to add pepper to the injury, that one that child abuse. So, but it's all in the past. I would like to think that nobody does that anymore, because it does not work. It doesn't even work. I got to a stage where I have to sort of sit up. Not that because of the care, because I was used to the care. I was like, yeah, who is to flog me? That will not prevent me from wearing my PE inside my school uniform, so that when there's fight, if they tore my uniform, I still have something inside. I won't go naked. That's the person you are seeing here today. But all that's past. All that's gone. If at this my age, I'll still be aggressive, I'll still be wanting to fight. Now, if you say anything, I'll just look at you and I'll walk past. Sometimes people don't like it because you make them to be a fool. Sometimes people will just do something or shout and say, if I knew that it was coming, I wouldn't even look their direction. I'll just be going. And that thing is so good if you can learn that. When you know too that people are out for you and they're telling you, hey, just be walking, just the walk they pass. It makes the other person look so stupid. But people will start laughing, and they're laughing at that person that was yelling and you did not respond. Try it. I've done it. I've done that a lot of times, where people will just because of for nothing, they just sometimes they shout and you don't. Maybe you didn't know why they are shouting, and you look and you see that they are abusing you or giving you middle finger or whatever. Just ignore, and if you can, don't even look their way. Just keep going. They are the ones that will look like a fool. Drop all this nonsense, all these things. They don't help. But please, mothers, parents, if you know anybody that's a parent here that you are concerned about, don't be afraid to talk to that mother, to that father. Because sometimes we are concentrating on mothers only, as if the father is not part of bringing up the children. Parents, let me talk about why I used mother. It was because this girl, it was her mom that said all that, but the dad did not help. Because when she danced, told the dad, said that your mom is there. So everything to do with raising up a child is to do with the mom. You see, that's where it's wrong. Both of you have those children together. Both of you have to look after them, not just their physical health, their mental health. Because at the moment, children are so emotional. They see a lot on TV. They go to their rooms, you don't know what they're watching. Some parents leave television in their children's room. You don't know what they're watching in the night. To wake up to go to school in the morning becomes a struggle because you don't know. They've only maybe slept for 3 hours because you don't know. You left TV in their rooms. What is TV doing in a child's room? If it's not TV, it's their tablet. For tablets, it's tablet. It's whatever else that has come up. I'm not saying not to give them these things, but at least at a certain age, make sure that you regulate these things. You know what they are watching, because some of the things they are watching is affecting their mental health. Now, on online, this online social media is good. Social media is bad. There's nothing you go on social media now that you will not see. How to buy yourself, type it in, is there. Yes. How to take your own, is there. They'll tell you what to do, how to do it. So everything is there. That's why we as parents have to be there for our children. It's no longer, when I was raising mine up, there was no, I don't even have mobile phone, never mind the children. Mobile phone wasn't in vogue when they were all born. But gradually, mobile phones started coming out, and we did not give them mobile phone until they're into their secondary school and whatever. Because why? What do you need mobile phone in primary for? When you finish from school, I'll come and get you. You don't need mobile phone. If I want to speak to school or to you, I speak to the head teacher or to the secretary. What does a primary school child need phone for? Are they coming back from school on their own? That you have to check on them? I don't know. That's what's happening now. But when my group were growing up to their secondaries, throughout their primary, you've always got to the school to get them, because obviously where the school wasn't local as such. Maybe if it's near and they get to primary 5 or 6, they can come back on their own. That's different. Or they can enter public transport. That way you know why you're giving them mobile phone. Just be measured. There's no best way to parent a child. But one thing is certain, which is you have to listen to your children. You have to know what's up. They are 100 miles ahead of us at the moment. Those things that you don't want them to know about, they teach them in school. Don't know the age, they now do the sex education for them in school. They tell them the ins and outs of everything. So do your do your health education for your children yourself from an early age. You know the language to use, you know the extent they need to know at any stage. Tell them. Because if you don't, the school will tell them, their friends will tell them, and when they get this information from different sources, they just run with that. But when you tell them yourself, you can tell them what they should do, what they should not do, why they shouldn't do this, why This place is private to them and nobody should come near there. As young as 3, 2 even. In fact, as soon as they start, they start walking around, tell them and use the correct words so they will know what the name of that place is. All these things, if we don't start on time to handle it with our children, exposed to so many things nowadays. Yes, they are exposed to a lot. That's why they are hundreds miles ahead of you. You think that you know what is going on. No, my children, I don't let them know this. They don't know this. Excuse me. They know more than you think you know. That's why you have to have time to talk with them. And if they want to talk with you, please don't be too busy. Stop what you're doing. Even if it's cooking, let that cooking take 20 more minutes to get ready. Stop what you're doing. Because when they're talking with you, yes, yeah, okay, yes, I hear what you're saying. You're cutting your vegetable. You're doing this. The next thing, oh, okay, just leave it. Let me finish cooking. When I finish cooking, then I'll talk to you, okay? Just go. Let me finish this because I need to finish it quickly. I'm going to work this evening. The child will go away. And later, when you finish cooking, it's time for you to rush out to go to work. That thing that child wanted to tell you at that point did not happen. And you did not even come back because you've forgotten, because you're too busy. You've forgotten to ask the child, hey, when I was cooking, you wanted to tell me something. I'm not standing up. You sit down with the child at the child's level. What was that you want to tell me when I was busy cooking? The child can now tell you. If you are standing up as you're leaving the door, and that thing you say you will tell me, don't worry, tomorrow we'll talk about it. Which tomorrow? Tomorrow is another rat race. Another rat race. People will just be just like that. And time will be ticking away. Okay, yeah, that's it. Phone, but now, see, a child in primary 1 with phone. What, for what? Why? I know that things have moved on, no. And people will say, when things move on, you move on with things. Mind what you're moving on with to the detriment of your children. Let us stop hearing this news and these stories about children's mental health being affected, about 11-year-olds being put on antidepressant medication, about young teenagers developing mental health. They go out there, they do something to somebody because of what their mental health is telling them. Some of the things children do, they don't even, because they're so depressed. How can depression be used for 11-year-old? How can anxiety be used for 11-year-old, 10 years old? They're so depressed, they have anxiety disorder, they're on medication. Medication is not the answer. They are quick to prescribe medication, even for adults. Here, I don't think that if you have to have medication, fine. But what is the root cause of the problem? Because when you're taking these medications, so you're just dealing with the surface. What actually is the root cause? You can take medication for the rest of your life. If the root cause of the problem is not identified and treated, you can put these chemicals. I'm talking about adults and children now. You can put these chemicals in your body for as long as you want. The issue will still there. You're just masking your symptoms. You're just masking things. They're just treating the symptoms with that medication. But what is the root cause of the problem in your home, with your children, with yourself, with your spouses? What actually is going on? Tomorrow may never come. Yes, absolutely. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Who told you that you have tomorrow? One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Teach me to live one day at a time. Yesterday is gone, and tomorrow may never be mine. Teach me to live one day at a time. I think he was 9. Who? Who was 9? Who was 9, Mina? Am I behind in charts? Let me catch up on charts. Um, let me, okay, I've read that. I love, okay, I've read that. Okay. Yeah, AA is in the, must be in the background. Great topic, Mommy Yems is saying. Thank you so much, my dear. I've dropped the link. I want to hear from somebody else as well. Children are exposed to so many things nowadays. Yeah, I've read that. Okay, tomorrow may never come. Yeah, I've read that. Asian landmarks are there for a reason. Yeah, there's one that did something that was on TikTok, and the mom found him in the room. Oh, is that what I say that he was 9? Nigerian parents carry their yes, Mina. They carry their frustration with their children. And that's why I'm here talking about this today. Not about these parents who chose the type of life they want to live. Then in the midst of it all, you have children or child. God will ask us questions as parents. Those children that I gave to you to be the caretaker, how far? What happened? Let us be very careful. These statistics alarming of young children having mental health. Look at that, those hoodlums that did that to that child. Kiss my foot, this and nonsense. Where did they come from? What kind of thing is this? Why would any child be that horrible? Okay, you see? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Follow the child in TikTok. God, this I told you that social media is good and is bad. It has helped to delete a lot of young people. Because as I say, type in how to do this. Yeah, it's there to come up. And they start following what they're saying and planning and doing that. So everything is there. That's why parents, because if it means wearing the same dress and shoes for a bit longer, please do that for the sake of your children. Because money is the issue, especially in diaspora. The type of rat race that is going on in this diaspora, sometimes I shake. I'm like, what? I'm not talking about just young couples. Some of them are older, maybe even about my age. Every minute I'm from work. The next minute I'm working this weekend. I'm doing extra this weekend. So when do you rest? Then young moms with young children, you are working, you are earning money. Who is that money for? Because at the end of the day, if your child is sectioned because they're suffering from anxiety, they're suffering from depression, and they're sectioned, Nigerian people, we have talked about section enough, and they're sectioned under the Mental Health Act. They have therapy. They're going for therapy every day. You see a child, a young teenager. I've got my therapy session today. I'm going to meet I'm going to go through CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. I'm going to get my repeat prescription for my medication for my anxiety. Teenagers. Oni, Agadi, you're welcome. Thank you for coming. Oni, I was going to communicate with you. I had a dream about you. Beautiful customized shirt. Yeah, the hair was covering it before, but I've taken the hair where it belongs. Kamina told me that the hair was covering it, so I can showcase it very well. I had a dream about you, Oni. I was that was last night, and I'm going to chat you on WhatsApp and tell you what it is. It's a good thing though. Yeah, so don't worry. It's a very good dream that will make you smile. Linda, did I welcome you? Linda Nenya, thank you for coming. I think you came when I was full of thoughts. You're very welcome, Linda. You just noticed? Linda, my people, can you hear? She just noticed. Do we forgive her for only noticing now? Do we forgive Linda? Of course we will. Before I say we're forgiving her. It's own. Is it Linda Cello? I have to tell the person I dreamt about privately. Oh, Guinea, you are going too forward. I won't say it here. The dream, when you have a dream about somebody, it depends on type of dream. If it's a bad one, you kabash and cancel it and lose and bind. No, thank you, God, for showing me this in the dream. Because when you see something in the dream, it's a good thing. If it's bad, whether bad or good, it's a good thing. If it's bad, you have time to cancel it and pray about it. It's not a time for you to wake up. Hey, I had this terrible dream. You start going, no. It's a time for you to pray because God loves you to have shown you that thing in the dream. And if it's a good one, you welcome it and say, thank God. If it's a bad one, so bad and good dreams are good. Because for that thing to have happened to you in the dream that was bad, and you are still, you wake up and it's a dream, hey, thank God. You pray seriously. It's not a case to tell those people, you think they're bad people, the stupid people, you people won't get me, and then you walk up past. That's not enough. Pray and cancel whatever it is that was not good that you saw in your dream. Because how you see it may not even be how it will happen. Especially with bad dreams, you may see it with somebody else. But the same thing will happen, but to somebody else, maybe even closer to you. So the best thing is any bad dream, please do not just wake up and curse them and tell them off, whoever you think is the problem. Because each time people have anything wrong with them, they have one eye and one ear on some people that they may have done that to them. It's not the time for you to be doing that. It's time for you to cancel, provided your own mind is clear and say, God, you know me, you know I'm not thinking of any evil against anyone, blah, blah. And just say things and use the Bible to condemn, and then move on. It's not the time for you to just tell them off, whoever you think it is, and waka. I can send hope. It's not pregnancy. Oh, Sam came dreamer go all the way from Munich. Munich or where? Are we here from Munich? Are you where? Are you in Nigeria? Munich or where? Which one? Is Munich? Is there any? Sam, is there any Munich in Owerri? My people, can you hear? He's in Munich and he's in Owerri. Okay. I think he's telling us he lives in Munich in Germany, but he's from Owerri. Okay. Probably that's what he meant. Thumbs up done. Thank you so much, Sam, for thumbs up. Thank you, everyone. So that's basically, nobody wants to come and say anything, my people. Why people just leave me to be the one talking? If you don't want to talk. And since I just be showing us glasses of wine, you want us to be drunk today? She's just been showing us glasses of wine. Oh, my people. So that's what I want us to discuss today about this incident and the boy and how people were saying he should have defended himself. Please teach your children not to defend themselves in that way, but to do what they've got to do and walk away from trouble, because it's not even worth it. It's not even worth fighting anybody, because you don't know what medical condition the other person has. And one blow, the person goes. The person may have something that is wrong with them. One blow from you, the person goes. You are the murderer. You are the one that have deleted the person. So it's not even worth it to teach your children to be fighting back And of course, here in the UK, it's not encouraged, even if you're provoked, to fight back. Because if you fight back and you injure that person, maybe the person did not injure you and you injure that person, you are the one that will be in trouble, whether they were provoked or not. It's not encouraged. Don't encourage your children to fight back. And when your children come back and report to you how things are happening, what is happening in their lives, how people are treating them, what is being said, that they're being bullied or whatever, don't be too busy. Don't tell them to wait until later. And later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next tomorrow, and next tomorrow becomes forever. Nothing happens. That's not talked about because you're too busy. You go to work, you come back. Some parents think that once they feed their children, I feed them very well. I go to this, I buy them good clothes. Like I want them to look nice. It's not all about that. Yes, it's good to obviously look after them, buy them good clothes, feed them properly. And to some parents, they've done their work. They are now great parents because their children look good, because they give their children Indomie. Do you know how much Indomie is now? I don't allow them to just eat apple. I give them Indomie. Hey, come and shake my hand. They are great parents. Indomie generation, where parents are too busy, they'll go to corner shop, they go to Buka and be buying food for the whole family. I'm not saying once in a while, maybe that Buka for that cheaper. You see them, 5 of them in the home, they buy 5 portions and take home. You don't know the type of water they use to cook that food. You don't know the additives there. You don't know anything. Once in a while, yes, but so it being a habit is not that I don't understand. Because your children are watching when they go out. Yes, Gen Z generation. When they go out there, the way you bring them up, I'm telling you with experience, the way you bring these children up, that's what they're going to portray out there. If you bring them up on takeaways and Indomie, they go there, their cupboard when they start living on their own, but eventually they will live on their own. Where am I? They're all on independent. When they come to visit, we'll say, welcome, son. And then they come in for the weekend, or are you staying over? Are you staying for a week or whatever? Because they're like visitors now. But if you fail to teach them those things, feeding, the type of food children eat actually will affect their mental health. Yes. There's a research that the type of food you feed your children will also affect them mentally. When we talk about mental health, people should not get it too twisted. Mental health in this country, something like stress, they call it mental health. Something like anxiety is mental health. Depression is mental health. But in a place when you say mental health, hey, you see that's not you see mental health is broad and it can affect anybody. Stop feeding your children with so much of these things, with so much salt. A lot of salt. Because they can affect them, both physically and mentally. Yes. There's a research that shows that the type of food you feed your children can affect them mentally as well as physically. So as much as we can, and no matter how busy we are, yes, so hi, Wandiala. Isi mmaka kwa familia hala ikwala. But that's stress or anxiety or depression, which is now common because there is a very thin line between sanity and insanity. Very thin line. It can be anybody at any time unless you take care. Now I'm talking generally, both for adults and children. But today we are concentrating on children because of the two scenarios, the two incidents I shared with you. If you came late, please, you can replay to hear exactly what that is. I don't want to go back there. So happy to be here. Special ability. When I came in, I saw you. I saw your name saying hello. So, and I didn't see you again. I saw you and B-Joy. B-Joy said waiting, and I saw your comment. Maybe you went off after that. Thank you for coming back. So, there's a very thin line between sanity and insanity. Some of the things you say to your children, some of the things you say to each other as couple can affect people's mental health. And as I said, they are quick to prescribe antidepressant medication, which has its own problem. All these medications are chemicals. There are medical conditions that you have, and yes, you really need to have medication to control them. But there are ones you have, all you need to do is to tweak things, change of lifestyle, and save yourself from all those chemicals. But there are medical conditions you have. Please, if you're prescribed medication, make sure you take them. But there are ones that you can actually determine or decide to treat or to change things around, and you don't necessarily have to be on medication. One of them is diabetes, but I won't tell anybody who is diabetic not to take their medication, because we need to be very, 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 I put 6 berries, intentional before you can manage diabetes without medication. If you are found to be full-blown diabetes, not pre-diabetic, if you're full-blown diabetic, it will take a lot for you not to control it with just diet. But it can be done. If you are very intentional about it and you have something to check your blood sugar, you'll be able to tell. Because type 2 is lifestyle induced. It's not like type 1. Type 1, you're insulin dependent. Don't even go there. You have to have your insulin. But with diabetes, with type 2, you can actually manage it without medication, but you have to be very, very, very intentional and strict with yourself. Fanta will no longer be your friend. Coke will no longer be your friend. Any type of malt will no longer be your friend. All this carton juice, some of them, they say 0 sugar. Forget it. What have they used to sweeten it is even worse than sugar. And that's what our people don't get. You see them drinking these things, this colored sugar in the carton in the name of juice, and they'll tell you that it says 0 sugar. Can you take time and read and see exactly other things they've added that is not sugar? Then you find out that you are even better off having one with normal sugar than those artificial things that they put to sweeten it. And once they see 0 sugar, they run kitty kitty kata kata. There's no sugar in it. And they'll be taking these things. And sometimes I don't blame them. It's ignorance. So people are so ignorant that they don't even understand these things. Run away from anything that says fat-free. If you're the type, I don't know how they do milk in Nigeria, but here in the UK, you have skim, semi-skim, full-fat milk. Have the full fat milk if you have to take cow milk. I don't take cow milk. I've stopped taking milk, that kind of milk, for a long time because it's not good for your health. But if you must take milk, here in the UK, I don't know whether they don't have fresh milk in Nigeria, do they? I don't know. If they do, go for the normal milk. All these schemes, semi-skim, they've taken some fat from it and they've replaced something else. Nothing goes for nothing. They put something and replace it with something. And all these things, as we consume them, they are affecting our health, both physical and mental. I was looking at the research, I'm like, wow, they're saying how much what we eat, what we consume can affect our mental health. You start reasoning differently because you're loaded with too much sugar in your system, too much MSGs and all these artificial things in your system, and it starts impacting. I say, wait, I'm going to come up with a video about that, how what we eat can actually affect our mental health. I was, wow, because I do a lot of research and studies and obviously my own personal experience. When I saw that one, I'm like, hi, I need to come up with a video about how what we eat can, because all we know is that physical health will affect our health. We are going to get fatter. We are going to do this. If you take too much salt, your blood pressure will start rising and all that. But we don't know what it does to our mental health. I'll come up with that because there's a research I was looking at and I was wowed. Because that's something we don't think about. All we think about, oh, I'm going to cut down on this. I don't want to add weight. And people are so much concentrating on weight. The only thing they talk about healthy eating is that they've added so much weight. They want to lose the weight. But that's not the answer. You may have a little bit of weight and still be healthier than somebody who is slim. I've said this a lot of times. I can't be saying this all the time. But it's not about your weight. Cutting down on your weight so you can be comfortable in yourself. Walking around, you can walk around briskly, you can run around. I'm still running around. I don't rest. I don't walk. I run. Daddy will say, where are you running to? You're inside the house. So just to make sure that I'm exercising. I'm very active. My children say to me, Mom, we're just watching. We're just watching you to see at what age you will slow down. I say, okay, if you can wait until I'm 90 then, that's a good number of years to come. You just have to do these things and forget about how old am I, this and that, how old are you? No, age is only a number. Just keep going. Just keep doing things that you need to do. Manage your mental health. Watch out for your children's mental health. It's on the increase. And it's so sad that some of these things are things that can be avoided. We can avoid these things by listening to our children, by feeding them properly, by spending more time. Forget about that shift you are going to do today that will give you £100 or whatever amount of money that they do, extra shift, whatever, depending on the job you do. Forget about that. It's not all about money. If you lose your children, either through their mental health or through their physical health, you have lost a lot. Come here in the UK. A number of our people are in Young Offenders Institute from the age of 15, 17, 18. They're in Young Offenders Institute. Why? Some of them are because of what happened to that boy, that if he did not kiss that person's foot, what would have happened? Maybe they would have stabbed him because they do that all the time here. And then those children will now be put in Young Offenders Institute. Or they join the, what do they call these people? Gang. Our people here in London, they join gangs. And once they get a group of gangs, you are all in it together because you are part of that group. So they are there in Young Offenders Institute. And that's where their mental health starts suffering because they go in there because of the type of leniency. They're so lenient with things here in the UK. I'm not saying they should be too harsh like they are in America, but there's so much leniency. That's why I say to people, just look after your children, because if anything happens to them, those children, sometimes they will just get slapped on the wrist. Sometimes they will go inside where they'll come out again within months or whatever and carry on. So the best thing is to look after your children. Protect them as much as you can as parents and leave the rest. But please always pray for your children. Lay hand on them before they go to school. If they've left the house, stretch your hand wherever direction they are. We still do that to date, even for all our children and grand ones. We have to always mention them by name. Stretch out our hands. I don't know where I'm stretching, but wherever I'm stretching, that's where they are. And pray for them. See who just came in. See who has been in the background listening. And she just came in now that we're about to round up. What's the time now? Yeah, we've spent 2 hours. And I say we're going to spend 2 hours today because we're all starting work again tomorrow. All the bank holiday weekend is gone. And see, both of you, where are you both coming from? Are you both in the background waiting for me to say goodbye, everyone? Maybe the next thing will be Spice coming in. Maybe 3 of you went for a separate meeting and now you're all coming. You're all coming in. People have been asking where you are. Bijoy, I think that you're in the background. You're welcome, Musisi, you're welcome. We're rounding up. We have, if you don't mind, please. But it's after I put the ad, so You can replay to see what we have talked about, because we have touched on important things. I thought you, oh, you thought it's 4 p.m. No, okay, maybe you didn't see my community. I did say, I even mentioned it last time. I said the time we're going to start this time will be earlier, because I want us to, by that 4 p.m. that we normally start, I want us to have finished so we can get on with our business to start work the next day. Oh, I stick to time? Okay. I get you. So that's a bit of, yes, yes. I think that may have affected a number of people as well. Because today I said, since it's a bank holiday, let us just do it earlier so we can finish earlier and get on with things we have to do. Oh, by posting it in the community. Where did you see it? Where? Oh, you saw it on my DP. My people, let me show you. Musisimo have seen it on my DP. Yeah, let me show you where we are twinning with myself and hubby. It was presented to us. I don't know whether you'll be able to see though. See, can you people see? Can I zoom? Yeah, that's us. That's myself and hubby yesterday in Scotland. That's us yesterday in Scotland. Yeah, so that was gifted to us yesterday. So yeah, maybe that's why Musisi saw it on my DP. In my community, okay. Let me make dinner. Okay. Dinner. By this time, okay, of course, we are early today. So it's not time for you to sleep. You're making dinner. Let me drink. Sorry, my people, I have to mute because I'm coughing so much. I was drinking my cuppa. Hey. I was just drinking my cuppa. It won't have gone the wrong way. So I have to mute myself to cough. That's amazing. Yes, so we're twinning. I'm getting more. But somebody gave me an idea. It's better to get them from Nigeria. Oh dear. Yes. You know how you drink, and the more you try to quench it, the more is, the cough is coming. Oh my God. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to make more because that's my brand. So when I love that YouTube sign that is there. So when I go out this summer, I'm going to get the short sleeves. So this summer, when I go out there, they'll be like, what's this? And I'll tell them, I'm a YouTuber, that's my YouTube channel. Yeah. So my people, we have talked enough, I think, about this mental health. Yeah, we're talking about mental health affecting our children here in the diaspora. And yeah. And the recent thing that happened in London, where, I don't know whether you saw that video, where a black child was asked by some of these gang members, white gang members, to kiss one of them asked him to kiss his foot or something. I will try and rewatch. Yes, please do. Thank you. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. And we also shared the 15-year-old that took her own life due to people making fun of her all the time. She would come home, and because she was added weight, I don't want to use the F word, and she added a lot of weight. and she'll come and report to mom at home, and mom will tell her off more and say, at least people outside are telling you now, because of the rubbish she eats, all this nonsense. 15-year-old, all the rubbish she eats. Who buys the rubbish she was eating? But anyway, the girl is no longer with us. Really? You didn't hear that? Yeah. It was on social media, this particular one. The boy was from Uganda. And yeah, they asked him to, as that boy bent down to kiss their food properly, truly, tears dropped in my eyes. I'm like, this would have been my son. How would I have? I don't even want to think about it. But he did the right thing. Because people were saying that he should have fought back. There were 4 of them. How can he fight back? You know that what would have happened if he had tried not to do that. They use weapon, they carry it about. They would have just put that in his stomach, and then he will be there. He would lie there in pool of blood, and they will run away. But he did what they asked him to do, and that was what saved him. No, the boy wasn't aware of them. Maybe not. They just cornered him. I think he was either going to school or coming back from school, but he had his school uniform and bag on. Yes, he's going around in social media. So he wasn't aware of them, I don't think. Maybe he was just passing by and they're just hanging around themselves. They should be in school themselves, but these losers, they don't even go to school anyway. They're just walking around causing trouble. So that's what happened. So sad. But police got involved. But you and I know, as I say, police here, the leniency, they'll just maybe slap on the wrist, this and that will be it. And they will go on and do even more. So what I'm trying to say, my people, mental health is on the increase among children, among teenagers, and we have to do better. Don't shut your children up when they come to complain about things. Give them listening ear, encourage them. If that mother of that child, that girl that passed away, had responded to her child than reacting, if she had said, please don't, and just try and make it better for her. And later on, she will now be intentional about what her daughter eats and try and help her. But no, she was too busy, always working, want to make money. All the money all this work I'm going for is not for you people. It's not for your own good. It's not for your own good. That's why I have to go to work. And they justify working around the clock because it's for their children's good. What did the upcoming topic on Sunday? I will behave. Oh, so you've been in the background. Tomorrow, Sunday will be hot. We have people have put me on the spot. We are going to be on this channel next week. Do you know what I'm going to talk about? Hey, I won't tell you yet until you come on Sunday and hear what they want me to discuss. These people want I will behave, and who's the spice lady you're worried about? I will be able to monitor her seriously before anything. So Musisi, you're in the background. You heard when I said that the person I'm worried about is Musisi. It's a Spice in particular, because she'll come up with one thing that will scatter the whole place. You need to let me know. Yes, of course I will let you know, because I've said it before. Even when you watch the video, you hear it. What we are going to be discussing next Sunday is going to be Freaky Sunday. Because somebody DM me and said, Monifechi, I really love your both your channels, but I just watched your health and wellness channel, and you talked about food that you should eat to do this and that. He said that I love what you do, but can we talk about sexual health? I'm like, what do you want to know about sexual health? Anyway, so when I spoke with Hobby said, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm like, good idea. Will you join me to talk about it? He said, no, but I know you know what to talk about. What does that mean? That he knows I know what to talk about? My people, what do you think he meant by that anyway? So that's what we're going to be talking about next Sunday, because I'm laughing, but there are 2 scenarios, yes, of things that happened to do sexual health in marriage. Because I'm not talking about sexual health Ha. Exactly. We just talked about mental health today. We always talk about physical health. How about that's part of it, part of health. There are so many health areas that we have to talk about. Why would anybody want to hear about that? No, 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 no. The thing is, it depends on what you think we're going to be talking about. We're not going to go into too much, but there's two scenarios. Something that happened in marriage, in relationship, and it's a big issue. And I think other people will learn from it. Maybe you are seeing it from a different angle. Why would anybody want to hear that? So of course. You see, that's the thing. Sometimes we shy away from these things, and some people are dying in silence because they think that, oh, we shouldn't go there. Oh, we shouldn't go there. But these two examples we have for Sunday, you will see that is actually very important that these things are said. A lot of people are in that situation, but they're so shy. They're so worried to talk about it. But when it's talked openly, discussed openly like this, and no, we're not going to go into no. We're going to go into too deep. We're going to say the basic and what is causing problem for these two scenarios we're going to use, just for people to learn. It may not even be the person, maybe somebody that you know that is going through something like this. You say, oh, the last time we were on a live stream, we actually talked about this. You see, the way you just said it now, why would anybody want to hear that? You see, that's what happens with some of our people. They're like, why would I tell anybody this? They're going to laugh at me or laugh at my husband. But if we said openly, not mentioning any name, not directly to anybody, people can now learn, and it may even help them. It may even help them to manage their situation. Because trust me, there's a lot of people who have sexual issues, and I'm talking about a marriage. That's why, please, if you have any child on Sunday, the child is not going to be listening. We're going to talk about it in marriage, not in any other kind of relationship. It's in marriage. Yeah. So that's what we're going to be discussing on Sunday. And it's going to be straight to the point, and we're going to keep it clean, and we're going to just use these instances to show. For example, I am now in my 60s. I can also bring something out that was happening when I was younger, that's not happening now that I'm getting older, no matter how young and active I try to be. So people who are younger will also expect something similar. It doesn't have, everybody is different. A lot of people my age, the age I am now, a lot of people, what they are going through and what they share or say that is happening with their sexual life. Some of them, I don't experience it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be away for my own turn. So it's not one size fits all. I may share something that you think, oh, I've passed that stage, I've not noticed this. Or somebody might say, when you get to that stage and it start happening with you, it's like, oh, I heard this before. Is that what it is? So it's just an open discussion that will help everyone, but we're not going to go into nothing dirty. No, no, no. You are shy to talk about it, but it's causing a lot of problems. Thank you. Special ability. Maybe don't know that. You know, when you're on YouTube, I hear a lot, and people DM me a lot. It's not everything that I get as I talk about, but I hear and see a lot on this YouTube thing. People don't like to talk about this. It's part of our bodies. You see, that reaction. That's what most Nigerians will be. How there is spoiled child. Why are you talking about this? We have to talk about it. It's part of our body. It's part of issues that we're having in marriages. So I'm going to talk about it in marriage setting, and you'll be amazed, when we talk about it on Sunday, how something like this I don't get to hear. Maybe I don't get to. Yes, that's the thing. Maybe you don't. You don't get to hear about it, but my dear, it's a big issue, really big, and it's actually causing marriages to break. Just that aspect of relationship is causing marriages to break. But we're going to go. Let me not spill the whatever. How do you say? Spill the beans, spill the milk, spill whatever today. We're going to wait until Sunday so we can talk about it, and you'll be amazed what's going on. Yes, you'll be amazed. And again, as I say, we're going to have an open mind. It's going to be something that you will hear. You think, maybe. Okay, and I'll tell you, as I say, when I was younger, now I'm a menopausal woman. I have to share some things with you as well, because at the end of the day, there's no point. How will you learn? How will you look forward to getting to that stage and something is happening in your life and that can even cause mental health for people? Yes. A lot of people who are going through menopause like I am now, they are having mental health issues. They are on antidepressants because of what? You see? So there's a lot to be learned. Oh, yes, there's a lot to be learned on Sunday. We're going to talk about that. Yes, yes, a big issue. Really, you have the idea. You have the idea, big issue, yes. So your own Easter Monday is next week. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that next week. But for today, I think we have got the hang of what we want to discuss today. Thank you so much. Mina has been here from the beginning, and who else? Quite a number of you. I know, sorry that we changed the time to 2 p.m. Yeah, Sunday once is always 4. But today, because I thought, it's bank holiday, and tomorrow will be, I know that obviously when I do it on Sundays, Monday is work as well. So it doesn't really matter, but I specifically put it earlier so we can have the rest of the day to chillax before starting work tomorrow. That's why I say I one-off, because Monday, that's why it's done on at 2 p.m. at 2 p.m. today. But on Sunday, we're going to revert back to our 4 p.m. start. Okay? You're going to prepare your amala. That's fine. No worries at all. Okay. What did Musisi say? Okay. In advance, because he said in advance. So he says, so next week, Monday is your own happy. I'm Musisi, you too, sir. Okay. Okay, my people, let's call it a day for today. Then thank you so much for being here. I dropped the link. Nobody wants to come. If you just want to listen. Oh, Goga is still here as well. Goga, Goga, are you still here to know if I'm going to raid? You see this Goga, I've forgotten about raiding. Now that Goga is here, because he just said, well, he heard me saying he's been here. Goga has been here, but and he's been typing. But because he heard me say that I'm going, he wants to know whether I'm going to raid. This Goga, you see him? He knows how to catch. But the one I have not been doing, Goga, the one I have not been doing is raiding on Premiere, because the time I do some of the premieres I do now, when I do them, it's at the end of my work. I just do it and get away. I haven't got the hang of raiding Premiere. But my people, he heard me saying that I'm ending the stream, so he has to type something. I know Goga very well. He has to type something to tell me that I'm still here. Where are you taking us to? That's basically what he said without saying anything. Where are you taking us to? You say you're ending. And to be quite honest, if he did not type, I would have forgotten about the raid. And I love raiding, because the last time, Mina, Gogo, last time I did a live stream, we raided Mina. Oh my God, all the people that travel with me from different parts of UK to different parts of UK to meet Mina in her live stream. Oh my God, come and see Mina. She was so happy. The type of blessing and prayer we received that day. Funke was there now. Funke was saying, oh, Mommy, this is the best raid I've ever taken us to. This is one of the best raid you've taken us to. See how excited she was. See all the prayers. She was praying for us. She was, I don't know how many people were there who were here that were there that day. We raided them. Last time I was on live stream, she was so excited. She was so happy. She was blessing us. So we went there with full of blessing. So let me see who. Okay, Black Money is on, but I'm not going to raid you to him. The last time I raided people to Black Money, they couldn't understand what he was saying. One of them said that he was rapping. They thought he was rapping, not talking, so they couldn't understand him. So I don't want to do that again. I was there, just didn't comment. It was fantastic prayers. Yes, okay, yeah. But AA was here and she went with us. But the day I took them to Black Money is on again. But my people, I'm sorry, I can't take you there because I don't want you to go there and think that somebody who is talking is rapping and his inside will kill me. She said she couldn't understand one word that he was saying because it's at least not American or American. The accent was so heavy. No rappers. And this inside killed me that day. He said, "Well, if it's ready, you take us to." I said, "I'm sorry. Even me that took you there, I have to run away after a few minutes. I didn't understand." I tried to, he's a lovely guy. I'm connected with him and I watch him all the time for support. But half of the time, do I understand what he's saying? Again. I can't laugh again. Yeah, see, were you there? Moses is a rapper. And he said, no. No, Moses' own is fine. Moses is not. So let's see. I don't know. I don't want somebody I'll read and they will not pray for me like Mina did. Goga, do you know anybody I can read? I don't want the person I will read and they won't be excited as Mina. I want when I read people, let them be excited and know that me, the captain, and my crew members landed all the way. You know where we're coming from? With no passport, no ticket, nothing. We just landed. Why? In your live stream. And some of them will become angry. Who are these? What's going on? What's going on? I'm like, look at this person. I watch. Nobody rated me today. People should just watch what I do live and rate me. I like that. But people will complain. I don't want that. Wait, let me get you one. Yes. Fine for me who will rate that will rate and the person will be happy. I don't want people that and the person will pray for us like Mina. Even if the person don't pray for us like Mina, the person will be excited and happy. Yeah? Not complaining. Why are they saying Ifechi raid? Ifechi raid? Ifechi raid? What's going on? I'm like, hey, but we're not going to rap today. We're not going to go there. So let me know, Goga, who you think I can raid. And while you're doing that, let me also check. All the other ones are all upcoming. The only people that are on now, Goga, the only 3 people that are on now are Black Money, Clantis. I used to know Clantis through Musisi, you know. It's a long time. She lives in the UK, like you. Donna, British TV. Yeah. Special ability. No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Why am I not seeing it now? Maybe I'm not registered with the. I'm not. Even if I'm not, I should still see the person, isn't it? I can see that person on my thing, Goga. The only 3 people I can see as I'm going down are M's Footing TV. Musisi, you know M's Footing TV, isn't it? And then Plantis, Dumakute. And then Black Money. Hey, do you want to go to Black Money? Do you want some rapping again today? Cold, rainy British weather. Ngwano, hey, do you want to go back to America? You are not connected to her, but you will see her. Search for the name. Okay, I should search through name. Okay, hold on. What do you call the name again? Let me check here. What did you call the name? Let me see. I want to read. I love this reading, you know. Especially when you read somebody that will be as excited as Mina was. You would have seen Mina that day. You would have seen her that day. She was so happy. I'm like, I love that kind of read. Not when you work out. land all the way with your crew members, and people will not appreciate it. I'm looking for the name now. I'm looking for your message. Goga. She lives in UK like you. Okay. I think the one will not pray, but may start dancing. I love that. And I'll dance with the person. You know, I like dancing as well. I can't find the name again, though. Hi, Jesus. Drop the name again, Goga. Drop the name again. Take us to somewhere sunny. Okay, I think this person lives somewhere sunny. Drop the name again. I can't find it for some reason. What's happening with this my phone? Better dance we want to. Yes. Okay. Donna British TV. Oh, she's in in UK. Okay, Donna British TV. Well, let me search for her. Why is it not coming? No matching results. Please try again. Is that the right way to spell it? Donna British TV. It's not coming up. It said no matching results. Ah, hold on. Modify your search to find content. It's not. Or does it mean, because I'm on effective health and wellness, does it mean that I don't have, I'm not connected to rate people on the, I've never rated people on this channel. It's always been on the one. Do you think I'm not connected? Goga, she will make, Goga, please come up and tell me. I don't think, I have not rated people with effective health and wellness before. Maybe that's why I can't find her. But I found others though. Tell me what to do now. I've not rated with this particular channel. Would that be the reason? Would that be the reason? Hey, what happened? Oh my God. Hi. Okay, sorry. Okay. Yeah, if you can come and let me know, because all I can think of is that I've not used I've not rated anybody on effective health and wellness before. Would that be the reason why I can't? We have to rate though. We have to wait. Oh, we have to rate. I want that dance from that person. Aha, good guys here. Oh yeah. Remind me.
Hey, Mama Ifechi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Is it because I've not done it on this channel before? Is that right?
No, it should be fine because you have 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
So what I can do, I can send you her link. I don't know that you're able to do it on this computer. I can send you her link on the private chat, and then you just copy it and then use it on the search box.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I've just dropped you the link on the private chat.
Okay.
So you can try from the laptop, the one that you're looking at, because I noticed you're looking at a different device.
Yeah, I'm looking from a different device. It's easier for me to just read from the laptop. But when you
Yeah.
drop the link, where would the link be?
Mm. I've left it on your private chat
Mm.
on StreamYard.
Oh, on StreamYard.
Yes.
Oh my God. I'm exposing myself now. Private. Where is it? Private. No, no private chat. Okay.
Private chat.
Oh my God. And hubby is not here. So I can't make fool of myself. Okay, I just copy it, yeah.
Yes, copy it and then just put it on the search box or redirect, and then you should be able to find it there.
Oh, but that's on the desktop though. On my laptop, I can't see what you're saying. I can't see anything private here. Okay, hold on. Um
So
hey,
you've opened your studio on this.
yeah, I'm on studio on my laptop and on here, but I've copied the link from I can see private chat from my the
StreamYard.
desktop, but not on my laptop. I can't see any private chat on my laptop. And I've
Okay.
copied the link. So
Mm.
if I put the link on my comment here and people click on it, will it work? No.
No, that can actually work. We call it taking an Uber. I can pin it for you, and then you just tell people to take an Uber there, and then we type Ifechi raid. That can also work.
All right. Okay.
So that we save you all that. We save you all that. I've just dropped it for you. But I'm not a
Okay.
moderator, so you need to pin it, and then you just say we take an Uber there, then we type Ifechi raid when we land there.
Okay. Hold on.
It should.
Um, where did you drop it?
I've dropped it on the main chat now.
I
But
can see.
it can't click because you're the one you need to pin it, or you need to a moderate. It needs to be clickable.
But I'm not seeing any link on the chat. I can see Tales by Yuma just came in.
Mm.
I've gone there. Oh. Mina has gone there. Tales by Yuma.
Mina's gone to peep. Mina's gone to peep.
I can't wait to go there. Oh, what's going on? I can't see the link you dropped though.
Just copy paste what I gave you and then drop it on the normal chat, like the way you normally talk to us, the way you dropped StreamYard.
Okay.
Yes. You will laugh at that lady. She gets excited over these things. It's amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just need to type Ifechi Health
Okay.
and Wellness
I've
Rate.
done that now. So
Oh,
I've
Musisi has done it. Musisi, you can pin Musisi's. Oh, there you go. You've done it. You've also
I've
done
done
it.
it. So
Just
what
pin
happens
it.
now?
So you just pin it, and then we are all going to go there, and then you just sign off. Then we'll all jump there and then write Ifechi raid or whatever you normally ask us to do.
Okay.
Yes. I'll type Ifechi Health and Wellness raid.
Okay.
Let me just type it on the
I've done
chat.
that. So what happens now?
So now what
We
you're going
cannot.
to do, you can end, but when we land, we are all going to click on that link.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we land there, we are going to type, we're
Effective
going,
rate. Or
because I know you have two channels. So I've written Ifechi Health and Wellness raid so that she knows where
yeah,
it came.
that's good. Yes, you can do that. And
Oh,
yes, tell us by Yuma, sorry, we just rounded up now. We finished now for today. But come on Sunday. Everyone, thank you. Before we finish, everyone, thank you so much for being here with us. We had an important discussion. On Sunday, we'll have another very important discussion, something that people shy away from, which is sexual health. As I talk about physical health and mental health in this channel, next week we're talking about that. And it's going to be mature discussion, something that is important and is within marriage that we have come up as an issue. That's what we're going to discuss on Sunday. So bye, my lovely people. I love you all. Thank you. And I'll see you at the other end where we're going to land now. Thank you so much, Goga. Thank you, Musisi,
You're
for
welcome.
me to get the hang of this. So let's go, my people. Remember, I know it's a longer, just yes, effective health and wellness rate. Yes. That's what you're going to type as we get there. Thank you, my lovely people. See you on Sunday. God bless you and happy Easter. I'm ending now.